consistent. And when I mean consistent, I mean whatever little thing I want to, not that like whatever I think should get recorded needs to get recorded, but I was thinking this morning, like, well, no, actually, the video that had just dropped, I was like, oh, I think tomorrow, which would have been Saturday, but today's Sunday. I was like, oh, I'll do a rest. Da, 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 da. So, quick recap. Well, actually, let's just start over. Sunday, the 16th. I started on Wednesday, so we're already, 12, 13, 4 days in to the new prep. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty damn good. There was a bit of a change, and I don't. It's. I felt it almost instantly. Now, I know I'm one to be like, oh, just kind of don't change something so quick and this and that. But like, no, my body was not vibing with the substantial increase in protein. So I had decided to take out one of the meals, which essentially 44 grams protein. I'm still eating consistently 242, 3 grams of protein, which is still kind of like my body's still kind of trying to, all right. But it jumped from like 180 to like almost an extra additional 100 grams of protein. It's good. You're gonna feel something. Now me, I kind of was like, I can handle that. Whatever, cool. But so little adjustments. This weekend's been pretty nice though. Is the camera moving hella crazy? Sorry guys. Hopefully it's like not vibrating like it is in this video. Oh yeah, that is not looking too good. Sorry guys. Is that a little bit better? Slow down a little bit. Calm, chill, rest day. It's chill rest day. But anyway, so we're here. Sunday. Really light cardio. I've been itching. I've been trying to, not. I'm just so used to constantly gymming, and it's almost kind of like, again, I really am an indoors type of guy. I don't really have much like social life outside of gym, and so this is kind of my scapegoat. But anywho, yeah, back to the whole dieting. It's been great. Not really, but last night we picked up some sauces to make the food a bit more appealing. Sure, it has a little bit of cows in it, but it's like, I'm gonna live. Now, I know it's a pretty negative mindset to have, right? I shouldn't be like, but it's like, I'm also incorporating this. My body really wasn't expecting to have this, but I think on Sundays, I'm gonna have a traditional 30 plus minute cardio session because one, why the hell not? Two, I may not be to the T, right? Keeping track of my macros, which I'm sure there's people are asking like, bro, Eli, what are you doing, bro? Like, I guess we can kind of transition this to a kind of not a Q&A, but like there's been a little bit of questions that's been kind of, I skimmed through and I'm like, oh, that's true. But like, there was one that was like, hey, you kind of seem to be going a little bit hard on yourself. What are you doing? Like, is it all necessary? Like, you're not competing. You're not, no. So that's valid, right? Like, I kind of look at it like, dude, I'm pretty familiar, right, with what being comfortable is and what we all know what a hamburger tastes like. I'm sure you guys heard me say this in previous videos, but like, we're very familiar with comfort. We're very familiar, or at least me, am very familiar with, what fried foods taste like, what junk food tastes like. Unfortunately, it's fucking good. I'd be sitting here lying. I'd be lying to you if I said, no. That shit's good. Do not get me wrong. But I've never really yeah, sure, I've dropped some weight. I challenged myself a bit to the point where I have lost weight, right? Without really having I didn't really kill myself, right? I lived a bit. I at times felt like I lived a bit too much. But, like, you live, you learn, and you grow, which is also like a part of a beautiful part of the process with this whole gym stuff. But when I read that question, I was like, you know what? Like, I essentially just want to see, like, dude, it's 100% mindset. There's some people who are like, dude, like, why the hell would you? What's the purpose of you losing this weight? What's the purpose of you having a six pack? What's the purpose of you, you know, what's wrong with setting some goals, man? That's how I kind of want to ask them, like, dude, everyone always has their 2 cents. I'm just here for them. The main reason as to why I even started this again, it's just documentation. So that way, if I ever get down into that dark path, that dark abyss, Eli, if you're watching this future, you like, dude, look at you now. You're good. You're 200 something pounds. You're looking pretty good, dude. Keep going. You're more towards the goal than you are towards the beginning. Sort of. But I want to challenge, And what's wrong with challenging? And I think this is where, like, the nitty and the gritty starts to really, come in and play. So anyways, so again, implementing these cardios that I do on Sunday. Yes, I know my job that I do, which many of you should know by now, I'm a security guard. But there's a plus to that because I do a lot of damn steps, which is awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. Some may say that, like, dude, your steps are kind of, you don't really gotta do cardio. I'm more of it's not gonna hurt you. If anything, it's gonna benefit me. I'm not in here sprinting 5 hours on the cardio, on the treadmill. Dude, 15, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling. Feeling good, whatever. I'm walking. I'm cool. I'm talking to you guys. I'm not like, dude, you guys would be surprised if you guys would just get up and implement something like this, right? As opposed to me, right? Where my job, fortunately for me, it is a bit of an active job, if you will. Like, I'm constantly doing something. I'm walking around. I'm doing steps. I'm going up ladders. I'm going upstairs. Like, on top of my gym life. So that's a bit of a plus. So I'd use that as kind of like a cushion. So that way, dude, like, lately, again, it's a numbers game, and I get very, what's the word, like, in my head. But, those 5 calories per serving, or those 15 calories per serving, whether it's in, like, a soy sauce, or I won't get into depth, but like in a low calorie sauce, 5, 10, 15, 20's pushing is what I would consider in the low calorie tier of sauces. That's all I depend on, right? Like, these past 4 days, I've completely cut out, which I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm not going to lie to you. I really thought it was going to be a bit challenging. I've had zero, by the way, like, I've been feeling really good too. I've had zero snackage. Zero. None of those chips. No little, treats when I'm on campus. There's treats everywhere, by the way. No more of those. Oh, I'll have a little. Okay, just a bit. No, I cut that out completely. It's just been strictly, words on paper. I've been following step by step by step. It's hard. It's fucking hard. But that's like, it's weird to explain, dude, but it's like there's people out there who like spicy food, for example. Some of them like it for the flavor. Some of them like it for that fucking, right? I know it's a horrible sort of, a sort of, comparison. But there's times where I'm like, dude, not that I want to like drag myself through the dirt challenge, but it's like, I just want to see what I'm capable of. And I've always been interested in just seeing that. And it's like, way back when, when I remember it like it was yesterday, it sucked. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to, I'd start tomorrow. I'll start next weekend. I always I always found some way to just escape the discomfort. I never, was the one to just fucking all right, let's go. And so I think that transition from, just fuck it, just, whatever, it sucks. And there's no real true explanation that I wish I could just give you guys. That way you guys could just watch this video and boom. But it's hard. I hear you guys, but you would be surprised. I promise you would be surprised on how much of a difference 30 minutes of walking fucking 2 or 3 times a day, or I mean 2 or 3 times every other week, or like just some sort of change would, impact you. Now, back to this whole thing. I'm doing this extra cardio, this and that, and again, incorporating those low-cal sauce. It kind of eats me up because I'm just like, like I know there's probably free wall in this. Like, that probably is like 30 calories, 40 calories. And again, I know to the regular person, they're like, that's not gonna kill you. That's not gonna. It could be the make or break of, maybe not crazy, like very not crazy, but like, it's just something in my head. So now I'm not to a T. I'm definitely more to a T than I once was in the sense of just cutting out snacks, really, and actually trying to hit like macro goals. That's really it. Now, when I'm weighing stuff out, like typically, like I know there's a little bit of errors, right? And again, like Brian, if you're watching this, like when I weigh my stuff, like for example, I think off rip, I'm almost certain like frozen vegetables in comparison to maybe boiled and cooked vegetables, they're probably going to weigh a bit different. So maybe 250 grams, which is a cup of frozen vegetables in comparison to a cup of, or what, 250 grams of cooked vegetables, it's probably going to be different. Like the fucking frozen cup of vegetables, I think it weighs a little bit heavier, or maybe the cooked weighs a bit heavier. So, like, what if I'm overweight or underweight? But I'd much rather, again, not trying to give myself an excuse or use this as a crutch, but I'd much rather dock myself or be concerned in that realm versus like, fuck, I think I ate a little too much chips. Or I think I drank a little bit too much of that soda. I don't know exactly what, you know. With time, I'll get a bit more and more and more perfect into a T. And again, who knows? What if I one day want to compete, or like it just stuff like that I kind of look in the future. I think stuff like this mentally prepares me to maybe one day attempt to do something like that. So I never think that I don't think you could ever do too much cardio. I definitely don't think so. At least, at least Eli. Because I'm never going to be in here. I'm never going to wake up one day and be like, dude, I'm going to be in the gym. It's a rest day. I'm going to be here fucking 4 hours, just straight treadmill. No. In all honesty, dude, I'm already 15 minutes in. I'm at like 80 calories burned. And I don't even think this is 100% accurate, but like, dude, I'm moving. I'm walking. I'm getting a little warm. My body's acknowledging that. All right, he's moving. Let's do something. I think that's kind of like the fat burn process. Brian, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, essentially, it adds up. And it'll make up for those days where I'm like, dude, I think I might have overweighed these vegetables, or I think I may have overweighed that rice, or dude, this olive oil stuff that the homie Brian's got me on too. I've been freaking out because there was I think one of the servings in the little teaspoon or whatever the hell, like I poured it incorrectly, and I think I got a little bit too much in it, and I don't know, but that's what's pretty damn deadly, dude. A tablespoon of that I think is like 140 calories, and dude, a tablespoon's like, I don't know if you can imagine me holding a spoon, but it's like, that stuff's deadly. So, just stuff like that. And again, I like to think that I'm like 95% accurate with my prep that I've been doing, or that I've been given and broken down and to do. So overall, I don't see this particularly damaging or, impacting my overall training and eating good in any negative way. But, so, yeah, and plus on top of that, kind of another little go back. Yeah, that protein jump was pretty damn dramatic. So I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of an update on that. I know it's only been, 5 days? But it was Saturday where I was kind of checking in, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna have to I think I'm gonna have to cut this out because my body was just not. I don't know if it wasn't digesting it. I don't know if it just maybe because it just was such a dramatic change in a short amount of time from again 180, 160, 180 grams of protein all the way to fucking 275, almost 280 grams of protein. That might have been a lot for my body. And the past like 2 or 3 days, I was just like, I was trying. I was saying fuck it. I was saying whatever, dude. Let me scarf it. Let me scarf it. I just, but last night actually was, I think, the first day. Well, I didn't. Was yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Was the first day I just only had my regular meals minus that extra. It's just like 2 servings of turkey, really, and olive oil. So all in all, I almost cut that. My entire thing has been cut by. Brian, help me out, man. What is that? I think it's like 3 and some change calories, and like 40 something and some change protein, and a little bit of some fats has been cut from my overall. Obviously, so it gets a little tricky because it has an overall impact. And that's something where I was really trying to sit and think, and I don't know. I don't want to keep bugging this guy because, again, Brian, you're a crazy MVP, man. Like, again, I'm always going to shout you out and salute you because you don't have to give me, like, any sort of help, dude. And I'm sure there's services that you charge for that, like, dude, we'll work it out. We'll figure it out, man. But, like, I appreciate you so much, man, sharing your knowledge with me and broadening and expanding my mentality, if that makes sense. But like when I texted him, I was like, "Yeah, dude, it's not a big deal. I'm gonna just cut this out, right? Like, oh, I'm only cutting out this." But it's like, no. Like, it affects everything else, bro. Because, well, I don't know why, but that right there, that's already a change of thought. Because again, when I texted Brian, I was like, "Bro, I might just cut this out." And it wasn't until the following morning. I was like, not that I lost some sleep, but I was like, I don't think it's as simple as just cutting out. And I'm only taking out this much protein. Like, no, I'm going to have to make another readjustment to everything, if that makes sense. So, we'll stay tuned. Brian will be in touch. I think next week it'll be great to kind of maybe introduce you, or maybe I can just keep it for myself. That way I could kind of like go over recordings of stuff. Because again, your knowledge is very fucking, what's knowledge? And I lack that. And I want to retain and just be more knowing and more understanding. So, shout you out for sure. But anyway, so as of right now, yeah, we just cut out that last serving or that last meal. I instantly felt like, oh, I could breathe. I don't know if it was because, like, maybe ideally, it's not that it's frowned upon, but like, ideally, you probably don't want to like eat something or like, yeah, eat. And bro, like, I wasn't even thinking like that much because, yeah, sure, like right before bed, I had some turkey, whatever. It's not like I'm eating like, 5K cows before bed. But then again, I don't really like I don't really eat right before bed. So I don't think that's probably the smartest excuse me thing I was doing on my end. But I separate my meals so it's like Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. I have something. It's like every 2 hours, 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's actually, yeah, spot on, actually. What the fuck? So 8 a.m., right? I do my shake, and I do my shake isn't protein shake. And then I do my rice. Boom, boom, done. 10 comes, break time, whatever. I think it's my first, like, actual, like, turkey with, I think, rice. Boom, done. Lunch comes around. I think it's rice, vegetables, a lot of vegetables, and shake. Done. Then and 2 o'clock, second break. Fucking, I do I think it's my pre-workout. It's pre/post. So 2 o'clock comes, I think, right, boom. And I think I do my rice. That's like a little thing of rice. Boom. Then I have a little pre-workout, whatever, boom, 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 boom. Then so from like 4 to 6 window, I don't think I eat anything. I just gym prior to that little pre-carb. Actually, Brian, I pushed back because right after lunch, I think once like that second break comes, I kind of just let it roll over until like 3. Because I think 2 hours before my gym is a bit too long. I could be wrong, right? But I'm just talking to you. I think that's what I do. So I instead of having something at 2, I have it at 3 o'clock, which is an hour exactly before training. So I do that carbs. Boom. So then 4 comes, gym, cool. 4 to 6. 4 to 6, maybe 4 to 6, we'll say that. As soon as 6 hits, I have that shake. Home, whatever, do my thing. 8 o'clock comes, I have the turkey with the vegetables, with the rice, and boom, that's it. It's cool. 8 o'clock, I have it. By 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., I'm fully through my meals. And then I chill, whatever. I don't just straight go to bed. Pass out by like 10. Easy. So, there you go, Brian. I know you texted me today. So that's basically sums up like the eating pattern that I have been. Now on weekends it's a bit different because it's not too different. The only thing that changes is obviously like I'm not on schedule. Like I'm not obligated to be to some. I shouldn't say that. I probably should hold myself accountable and should. But the weekends I kind of sleep in, whatever. I eyeball. All right, I'm kind of hungry. But like it's about the same thing. It's only like a little hour difference. So instead of it may be a change from like, how it's like 8, 10, 12, 3, 6, 8. I'll probably wake up at like 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 9. Then I'll do another eating at 11, yeah, etc. So 2 hours on, 2 hours on. And lighter carbs, been cool. Also another TMI, but like recently, like I've been feeling kind of like super TMI. Beware, but I think this has been having a more of a positive impact on my like stool. And so what I mean by that is I won't get into too depth, but like recently, like I've been feeling constipated and I just haven't been feeling like maybe just but my stuff wasn't I don't know what the hell it was. I thought I was doing good, but I think incorporating, these fats, these carbs, the protein has absolutely been properly running through my system, which is what I want. So, overall, feeling damn good. But yeah, no, that last thing of protein that I've taken, so I think it was Friday night I had it. Saturday I woke up and I was like, bro, I'm not gonna do it. And so, went throughout that day. Yesterday was cool. I woke up, did my stuff, had my food. I felt good. I didn't feel like, like, ugh, or heavy or, like as of day 1 or day 2. Because day 1, day 2, I felt super like heavy, sluggish. I felt very like, not weak, but yeah, I guess just like sluggish, heavy. But like once Friday hit, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, like Friday, Saturday, today, Sunday, I'm definitely feeling a bit more like, whew. So my body's absolutely starting to get more familiar and used to these macros. I will continue to keep you guys updated on everything. And again, recordings are going to be important because I'm going to want to, visually keep track and hold myself accountable and, see if overall is this worth it? Kind of back to that question. Like, what are you doing? What's the purpose? Like, bro, why are you weighing your stuff? Why are you tripping off that? Why aren't you going out? Like, why don't you go out because of this? Or, like you have to lock in. I'm one to challenge. I love challenging. Maybe, I can't give you guys an answer as to why or what, but it's just something that I've built a passion for, and maybe it's because like I've seen it firsthand. I've personally experienced, those previous days of going to the gym, attempting to eat good, just making that little change. And it's a much bigger picture than just, gymming and being healthy. It has an entire impact on your life, which is again, I don't think a lot of people understand it. It starts with that. I mean, that's what it kind of unravels into. And that's kind of another reason why I'm so devoted and I'm so like consistent and I want to do more because from the beginning when I made that little change, I lost weight. I felt better. Everything just started doing so good. Like everything just started becoming good. Like, just point blank, period. Let's see what happens if I continue challenging myself and try to better myself. And like, what the hell is gonna? It's gonna probably gonna be a little bit better, right? So, overall, go do something. Whether it's a walk around the block, whether it's I'm gonna stop eating chips, whether it's instead of eating out. And it's crazy because, guys, you gotta understand something. I'm not saying, like, for the average person, or even if you're unhappy with your current status, you don't have to just straight cold turkey, or I gotta get a list, no. It starts with just one small adjustment, and then it eventually trickles down, and you start to, I wish I could explain it to you guys, but it's just something you have to not figure out, but like, you're gonna have to experience it on your own, and you're gonna start to fucking, shit just starts to flip. But again, if you're unhealthy or you're unhappy with your weight, you don't necessarily want a six-pack, right? You don't necessarily want to be, Sam Sulik, or you want to be fucking 20 pounds lighter. That's okay. That's fine. You want to work on, having better eating habits. That's a good challenge. Challenge yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be like, damn, I gotta lose 100 pounds, or this guy's posting a bunch of like 100-pound loss. No. It's piece by piece by piece, right? That's all it is. And just consistency, small consistencies. That 1% a day adds up to that end goal. It will. And that's also like another thing about this. A lot of people don't understand. It's going to happen. You want to lose 20 pounds? It will happen. You want to cut out, I don't know, fast food? It's going to happen. It can happen. You want to get a six-pack? It can happen. It will happen. You just got to implement that small change. Once that small change is on, then you're going to want to put on 2 changes, 3 changes, 4 changes. And you're going to start to be like, all right, like, fuck, like, holy, it's working, Again, I'm sure to those who kind of understand what I'm saying, understand it. And to those who don't, I don't know how else, how more clear to be. But again, you're on stage 1. Let's say you want to lose 20 pounds by December, right? Free app or free on your phone. Just go to Body Calculator. Everything is right there at the palm of your hands, man. You're on your phone, by the way, all the damn time, every day. I don't want to hear it. There's no excuse. But just some small goal, 10 pounds, 15 pounds this month. Do it. Attempt it. Try it. Experience it. You accomplish it. Fuck, holy hell. All right, let's try to bench, a plate on each side. You start doing a little research. Dude, it's there. It's right there for you. All you have to do is just make that little change. It's no longer a what if. It's only a matter of when. You got this. Stay focused. Cardio's done. In 3, 2, 1. Peace.